Okay, today we're picking up my 1929 Buick. Here it is. There's Jamie and Raul. Say hi.
Hello.
My dad is working on doing something to the tires to secure the car. Anyway, there it is. Okay, here is my new Buick. Now we're going to unload it. Here's my grandma's house up here. Okay, I got my car to my grandma's. The battery in it is dead. So I won't be able to start it right now. I'm charging a battery up on the porch over there. Also, the radiator leaks and this brake right here sticks. I drove it to the gas station. You can see the asbestos brake lining right there. It was smoking pretty bad. But that is because somebody has not greased this car in quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and grease this car. And yeah. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'm having to charge the battery on my car. I have it out charging over there because it won't start. Because the battery that was in it is from August of 2020. So it's old and it let me start it a few times. But now it's done. So I'm charging a new battery. I got a new 6-volt battery. This takes a 6-volt battery. Anyway, so that is charging. So I probably won't be able to start it tonight, but I can show you around it. And I've been greasing the bearings and things. This brake was sticking, so I took this grease gun down here. I plugged this little fitting into the little nipple-like things right there. And you can see the new grease in there and stuff. I'm going to have to adjust this one brake right here. You can see the original suspension lines. That's actually fabric. It's original. And it's on all of the things. There's another one. There's more in the back as well. If you look right... Let me clean my phone. My phone always manages to get grease on it. There's another one of those cloth things. Stupid phone, why won't you focus? And then there's another one back there. Here's the gas tank. This car actually has a gas gauge and it has the original curtains in there. There's one, there's another one, and there's another one. Here's a cover for the car. Here's the interior. There's a little dome light right there. I wonder if that works. I'll have to see. You have the dashboard. The dash light works, but it's not wired up. So I have to fix some of the wiring in this car. The front windshield does not open, but that opens and that opens to let air in. Anyway, there that is. I'm going to go ahead and put some grease in the water pump packing to kind of tighten that so it won't drip water out of there. Okay, I put some grease in that little packing nut and tightened it down. It's not dripping anymore. Okay, well, it is dripping from there, but that's because I just tightened it. Anyway, there's an original radiator hose right there. Anyway, and this uses the overhead valve system. And actually, I found out this car does have 2 horns. One of them aren't working, so I've got to fix that. Here is the other side of the engine. There is a horn. Actually, it does work on a single horn. This is it right there. This thing down here actually takes in air by the fan and works along with the carburetor and stuff and to cool the engine. This pipe probably has a hole in it. I can fix it, though, if I absolutely have to. This carburetor is pot metal, so... Anyway, there that is. Okay, here we are inside the car. The windshield does not open. This front windshield does not open. There's air conditioning on the sides, the vents. This is your clutch. This is your brake. This is your gas pedal. This is your starter down here. And this is your gear shift lever, and that is your parking brake. Here's all the dials and everything. I think that water temperature gauge is broken. I'll have to fix that. And also the speedometer cable is broken. I'll have to fix that as well. This is the headlights. I think the battery's dead though. Let's see. Those are so dim. The batteries, but look, the dials are all lighting up now. Well, I got it to run on a battery that's discharged heavily, but here it is. I guess let's go on a ride. Okay, I was driving my car and it just stopped in the middle of the road. I think the battery finally went kaput because the battery that I'm using is from August of 2020. I think that is what's the deal because the starter was very slow and still is very slow. So I think the battery is dead. So I'm on the side of the road right now, but I'm going to get it fixed. So I have called a tow truck because the battery is dead and no stores that sell batteries, 6-volt batteries, are open right now. And I know the battery is dead because the starter will not turn over all the way. And if I have the lights on the dash and attempt to turn on the starter, watch, it cuts them off. See, so the battery is in fact dead. So I've called a tow truck and I will get things in order with this car tomorrow. But it was a fun drive while it lasted until the battery went kaput. So stay tuned for part 2.